cold today. It's like 14 degrees. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you too.
This is Darby over here.
Hey, Darby. Chris. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to finally meet you, man.
Yeah.
Bet you're excited, huh?
For sure.
Long time build up.
Yeah.
Do you like the shop?
Yeah, it's more kind of showroom.
Okay.
Started with the hats, and then now it's a full-on ski shop, e-commerce, the whole 9 yards. We sell e-bikes, a little bit of everything. This was kind of the third time we moved from my kitchen to another space, and then this space. The company started doing premium and custom truckers. You know, you can see kind of all the inline stuff. People can come and literally do one-off custom on the spot. All our different collections, surf club. These became really popular during COVID. Staffing positive ones. We raised $10,000 for a local charity selling these hats. Kind of kept us in business during COVID. So that was
No
cool.
kidding, dude. That's cool. Do you carry Richardson's?
Yeah, for sure.
112.
112.
Yeah. Do you have those?
Yeah, we got them.
Well, shit. I may have to have you do
for
ours
sure.
because they said it was going to be a 2-month process to get ours
Like-
done. Now you're excited about this
Yeah.
first one, right?
Yep.
Dude, it's a great first piece. So we're thrilled to come out and glad you invited us out here as well. Excuse the little rip.
Good.
Liz had it perfect. I kind of screwed it up a little bit in the transport,
We'll just
but
go like that.
all right. But anyway, hey, enjoy, man.
It's better than FedEx, right?
Better than FedEx.
Pretty amazing free shipping service here. We got box papers, cards. Complete. Oh wow, here we go. Look at that.
Pepsi.
Little Pepsi. Oyster.
It's cool. We're talking a little bit outside your story about how you almost bought this, like you've been saving and like waiting and waiting for the right time, the perfect goal. And you were like almost, you told me off the video that you almost pulled the trigger a year ago.
Yeah.
A year ago, you would have paid 10,000 more, which is kind of, it's like crazy how timing works, right?
Yep.
Wanted to get you, again, also perfect timing. Our merch just arrived this week, so wanted to give you, and I'll give you, I'll send you white versions of everything if you'd like, but one of our shirts and hoodies.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys are all rocking the hoodies now.
Yeah.
We got details galore on those.
Been waiting for like 8 months for this thing to come in finally and be perfect.
Yeah, this is sweet. All the clip labels.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
Takes a lot to
It's our first.
Considering we do merch, it's a lot that goes into stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, it's all coming from Portugal.
Nice.
So they send one, like I give them a base idea. They send a sample. You know how it goes. They send you a sample.
For sure.
It takes 2 weeks to get a sample in, and then you make all your tweaks and you sit and then they create it. Then they send you another sample, which is another 2 weeks. 2 weeks to create it. 2 weeks to get the next sample. So I've probably had 6 samples come, different colors, different materials, different draws. I mean, everything from the drawstrings.
Yeah.
This is like, I love the little,
It's
all
about
the little details. Yeah.
It's all about the details.
So.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
All right. So I'd probably do one link, close the clasp, and then move it in. Let me see how that. Actually, I might do 2 links. Storage is in the back. It's got a white serialized hang tag. You've got both instruction booklets, your warranty card. Now, one thing I'll tell everybody: if you lose every bit of this, that's fine. It's all replaceable. Well, and the white hang tag. These right here are the most important. This specifically, this is about $2,000 in value. So if you don't lose anything else, if you lose everything else, don't lose this.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I don't plan on losing any of it.
I know, you just, people, well, they like to go home and they take everything, they throw the box on the shelf in the closet, and then it gets like thrown away in a move or something. Take this, Ziploc it, put it in a honestly, put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in your safe. And then that way, if hopefully you never, first piece, hopefully you never sell it, but you never know.
Yeah, for sure.
If you decide to sell or trade sometime, having that in immaculate condition and having that warranty card is going to add, in today's market, it's $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
A year ago's market, $3,000. So. There you go.
Sweet.
Try that, see how it fits. That is all the way in as small as you can make it. Okay, that's perfect. So you know there's a micro link extension on this. You basically grab the clasp, just pull the bracelet down. You just added, I believe it's a millimeter. See that little gap right there? It just folds back over and pops over that. So You just push it. So you see that right there?
Yep.
That's gonna wrap over that, push up and over.
Oh shit.
Push it back down, that closes it.
Cool.
All right, dude, enjoy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming out.
Absolutely.
My name is Chris Bavona. I grew up in a small town in northwest New Jersey called Sparta, Lake Mohawk. No one's really heard of it. Definitely not your typical New Jersey, hustle and bustle, Gold Coast near the city. So I grew up in a super rural town, and this is my company. It's called Ski Town All Stars. We do premium custom hats, and now we've actually, obviously from behind me, we've gone into the ski business as well, selling skis, bindings, e-bikes, and kind of, as our sign says out front, other rad shit. So grew up skiing, ski racing. Probably never would have ever thought when I was growing up that I'd be living in Vail, Colorado. But out of college, built houses, went through 2009 where I had rental properties. I had an awesome construction management job doing houses for super high-end clients, and 2009 hit, and like a lot of people in the construction industry, went from a lot to nothing. Decided I didn't want to get back into construction management because got burned pretty bad, and was able to keep my house luckily, but went to go sell it and needed a new septic tank, so all my profits, all my hard work of 5 years doing all the work on my house out the window, out the door. Definitely some loss there, so starting from scratch and getting to where I am now is kind of even sweeter. So my first move in Vail was to try to find a bunch of jobs, bartending. I taught ski school at Beaver Creek. I coached lacrosse, helped out a ski rep, was doing odd job construction jobs. Believe it or not, I actually grew weed, try to pay the bills. It's legal out here, and yeah, so basically kind of was doing it all, and kind of that's ski town hustle, the ski town shuffle. You got to have 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs in my case, but kind of all got me to where to start this company. So basically about 5 years ago, I came up with this idea. It was basically based on a lacrosse team with Aspen and Vail kids that I was running and coaching, and kids from Aspen, kids from Vail, 2 ski towns. It was an all-star team, Ski Town All-Stars. We started making merch, selling it at tournaments. At that point, I was in my kitchen with my mom. She's since retired from the company because it became real work. Starting a company out of your kitchen, out of your garage, it's like, Steve Jobs-esque. So it was really cool to have your start be in your place you're renting. We've moved 3 or 4 times since then, had to expand, get warehouse, and kind of here we are now in our hopefully where we'll be for a bit. So basically when we first started, it was kind of, you were almost begging people for business. We were making 10, 15, 20 hats a week. I was doing everything myself. I was pressing everything, printing everything myself. Had a few friends help me along the way, but it was really, not until a few years in when we actually had staff. And here we are today, and we're probably doing about 50,000 hats a year. Like I said before, we were begging people for business. Hey, like cold calling. And now we just try to respond to emails in a timely fashion because the demand and the amount of people reaching out to us for custom apparel it's been kind of wild. My passion for watches, I think, started at a super young age when it was the Shark watches, it was the Casios, like Swatch was huge. There was no cell phone, so you had a watch. If you wanted to be somewhere on time, you had a watch. So I think that's where I first started, at a super young age, like, Mom, I want this watch for Christmas. I've been always intrigued with the Rolex, the name, the look, and especially the sport models. The Submariner was the one that kind of led the way. There's the Batman, the Sprite, the Pepsi, which we ultimately landed on. The color combinations are really, really unique. You see a Sprite or a Batman or a Pepsi on someone's wrist and you're like, that's a Pepsi, that's a Sprite, that's a Batman. I'm actually born on the 4th of July, so it's a little cliche, but I've got American flag underwear and got the red and the blue. So I just thought that was really unique and really cool. Like I said, it's cliche, but born on the 4th of July, I figured it was a good fit.
I think it's really cool when you start a business to have a goal in mind, besides, growing and, hitting certain sales numbers. But I think, having a goal, kind of treat yourself and know that you earned this watch, is really something that I'm super proud of. And, to be able to afford it now, I think is pretty cool, especially because I did it on my own with no help, no financing, no investors. Kind of started this company by myself in my kitchen, and here we are now in a space with 10 employees, robust e-commerce business. So definitely feel proud that I earned this watch. So e-commerce and looking on the internet, you can get kind of lost and it's kind of all over the place, and you don't know who to trust and who to go to. And I think it was really cool because I started really becoming almost obsessed with this Pepsi watch, and we have a huge social media following. We're on TikTok, and before I knew it, the algorithms went to work, and it was really cool just to see someone like Anthony on Instagram and TikTok, and then you drop him a DM, and he had the watch in stock, which just so happened to work out perfectly. And I think it was really cool to find exactly what I was looking for. 2022 model, Anthony had it in stock, and just kind of all the stars aligned. So at this point, super excited to get the watch. They offered to actually come to Vail, fly to Vail, and hand deliver it. I think it's also, pretty cool that we can get out on the slopes as well. So quite a nice little business trip for these guys as well. So talk about, five-star service, getting a watch hand delivered. It's kind of pretty incredible.